So part two here, what we're going to do here is, like we said, we want to let the person know who's reading this resume what you are applying for. So you're really basically going to keep this center like it is right now, and you're going to type something like excited for the opportunity to gain valuable customer service skills and provide a positive experience for Costco shoppers. Something along that line. It doesn't have to be exactly like that. You can make your own sentence. We don't want this bold, so we're going to unbold that. And you can keep it centered, or we can always look at what left aligned looks like. I kind of like the center better. So what we're going to do is we're going to press enter after that, and we're going to press enter once again. What I want to do is copy this same line now and put another break in our page. So we're going to click the line, we're going to go to copy, and we're going to go down here and we're going to press Control V, and it's going to give us our perfect line just like the one above. From here, this is where we're going to go back to our template, and we did the position applying for, that's where we're at right now. Next is our relevant skills and experience. So this is where you guys identifying your skills matters. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this our new heading. So relevant, what did that say? Relevant skills and experience. Okay, it is a heading. So with headings, we are going to bold that heading. We're going to press enter twice, and we're going to go to the left align now, and this is where you're going to put your first skill that you feel like you possess very well and can talk about, and that relates to the job description. So finding some of those highlighted words. So let's just say that my skill is team oriented. I like working with a team. Okay. Then we're going to double space again, or maybe 3 spaces, and we're going to write our next skill. We'd like to have like 3 skills here. So let's say our skill is reliable or reliability. Okay, something that we can talk about in an interview. How are you reliable? And those are the bullet points we're going to put under each one of these skills once we get there. And let's say the third one is if I'm applying for a customer service job, they're going to want me to be able to be a problem solver, because many people come in with problems. Or I'm going to put problem solving. Okay, so there's our relevant skills and experience section. And what we're going to do is do the same thing we did with this line. Is we're going to copy, and we're going to paste that, and now we have the looks of our relevant skills and experience. Once we're there, we can add some bullet points. So we're just going to go here, and we're going to click on this button here, and it's going to give us some bullet points. So that'll get the start. Oops. And under each one of these, we want to have 2 to 3 bullet points. So once you type something and then press enter, another bullet point will show up. But one's good for now just because we're formatting it right now. If we go back to our template, the next section under skill set is work, volunteer, and internship history. So we're going to go back to our resume. We're going to go center because we've centered everything at this point. So we're going to go to work. I'm having a hard time remembering. Volunteer and internship history. If you only have work experience, then you're just going to put work experience. If you have work and volunteer, you're going to put work and volunteer experience. If you have an internship or have had an internship, you're going to put work, volunteer, and internship experience. If you've just had one of them, just list one of them. For this, I'm going to say that we don't have an internship experience, so I'm just putting work and volunteer experience. Again, we're going to double space. We're going to go to the left, align, and if we look at the template, it wants us to put the job title, employer name, city and state, and then the year over on the right side that we were there. So let's say that I've worked at, let's say Taco Bell. So usually I start with where it is that I worked instead of the title. We're going to put Taco Bell. Let's say it was a, let's just say team member was the title of your job. And then we're going to go to city and state. So Fort Collins, Colorado. You can see that I've separated those with commas. I actually prefer dashes. I think it just cleans it up a little bit. And what I want to do here is I want to bold the Taco Bell. I want to italicize the job title. So I'm going to take the bold off and I'm just going to italicize that, and then this is not going to be bolded, the city and state. It's just going to be regular. And then what we do is we tab over, and let's say I worked there from 2016 through, let's say you're still working at that job currently, you're going to put present. What that means is that you're still employed by them, but you're seeking a different job. Okay, it doesn't hurt to, if you know exactly what month you started, to put in a month and a month of when you finished as well. Okay, after that we're going to do our next one, which is, let's say it is McDonald's. Again, team member or whatever it is. And I'm going to put August 2015 to August 2016. If you notice this font changed, we need to click and make sure all of our fonts and the font size are the same throughout the whole document, so it looks uniform. If I backspace and it's like that, we want to just space it over as far as it'll go over. And I need to do that one with this one as well. And again, I need to go to bold. And we're going to italicize this one. From here, we're going to copy that line once again. And we're going to press Control V to paste that line, and I'm going to space that down a little bit. So I'm going to use my arrows to do that, just create some spacing in the document. Okay, so we have our work and volunteer experience listed. Work experience could be babysitting, it could be a lot of different things. Let me know if you're having trouble figuring out what you could put there. Okay, from here we need to create some spaces. I'm going to get the line back up there. So again, if you just highlight the line, if I can get it here, and I'm going to use my arrows to get back up there. Our last section is our education section. So again, I'm going to go and I'm going to go center. I'm going to name that education. I'm going to bold that, space down, left align, take bold off. And what it's asking us, if we look at our template, is name of institution, city and state, years, and any area of study if it's applicable to the job. So I'm going to put Poudre High School, Fort Collins, Colorado, and I'm going to say 2015 to 2000 or to present, because I haven't graduated yet. Again, that goes down, so we have to backspace, space it over. I want to bold Poudre High School. And then let's say that you had intro to business. That's a class that could fit under applicable classes. Career skills, any of those classes that you think would relate to the job itself. So our resume is not a page yet, but it will be once we start putting in our bullet points with what skills we have and how we've possessed those skills. The one thing I want you to remember and keep in mind is we want specific demonstration of those skills. So where have you been team oriented? Where in your work and volunteer experience or life, where have you been reliable? Where have you problem solved? And one last thing here, it's always good to make sure you have these breaks or these lines kind of spaced out evenly. And the last thing you could do is also, if you want, underline each subject headline. And boom. So once you get to this point, I am going to start talking to you about how to start forming these bullet points, because there's a specific way to do that, which is called action verbs to start. We do not want to use I, we, and any other of those examples here. So once you get to this point, let me know and I'll come by and help you start writing action verbs. I will talk about it in class as well, but this is a good start, and this is where we're going to stop for today. Hopefully you guys can get done with this today. Thank you.